What's up, everybody? Nice rainy day here, and on my way home from work again. So if you've seen my last episode, welcome back. If you did not, you didn't really miss much. It was just me, figuring some things out, and basically I didn't figure a damn thing out. And it's not until later on in my teen years that I actually figured it out. And it was just when we get to it, you're just gonna be like, "Are you serious? How did you not see that coming?" And yeah, that was it was a bit of an eye-opener. So I left off last episode with I just started with Boy Scouts, and we went down to Key West for a Boy Scout trip, and we went by boat. And like any good Christian organization, of course, they're not going to go on the internet and go to Google or something and search, "Hey, what gay events are going on in June in Key West?" Yeah, someone should have thought about that one a little bit better, but I guess not. So that was just a little bit of an oversight. But I heard a bunch of terms, and now in middle school, because I have access to a computer with the internet and know how to find myself to Webster.com, I can look up the stuff and figure some things out. And I was like, oh, so that's what gay means. Oh, that's what those people were. Oh, okay. And I never really figured anything out for myself yet, because I never really had any feelings for anyone. I just did some weird things. Now back into Boy Scouts, because this goes back and forth at the same time. We always had to have a buddy system. And go to the bathroom, you need a buddy. Go hiking, you need a buddy. Going swimming, you need a buddy. Sitting on a bus, well, there's 2 seats, you have a buddy. Why take one tent why take 2 tents when you can take one? Okay, there's tent buddy. So I ended up having, it was like my friend from Cub Scouts. We were our buddies for a little bit. There was another kid that I didn't get along with very well, but we had this little saying in my neighborhood, like I learned it in elementary school. No one actually really meant it, but we said it because it was like our biggest curse word we can say. And it was, well, you can go suck my, yeah, you can fill in the blank. Well, we were having a disagreement, and I said that, and he said, okay. And I'm like, what? Did not expect that response. And I didn't know really what all entailed. I just knew it was kind of insulting to say to a guy, and it dealt with the mouth of one person and the wiener of another. That is all. I did not know anything at all, anything else whatsoever. So innocent little me, kept under a rock of the Christian next to the Christian church I grew up pretty much attending since a baby. I did not have any slightest clue of what I just got myself into. And I'm not going to go into any details at all, because YouTube algorithms, and I don't want to be banned, just all this fun stuff. So he was my new buddy. We were inseparable, and he's basically my first boyfriend. Yeah, it's like month after month, whenever on a trip, we were together for the next few years. Now, over the next few years, I also figured out some things, learned some things, and started figuring out that, hey, I like guys, but I didn't realize that I'm gay yet. I mean, it's just kind of just doing the normal thing, just enjoying life. So he quit Boy Scouts, and that was that. Had a few other tent friends, and my best friend Sam, still friends today, and we don't really talk much. Lives hundreds of miles away, but we're still buddies. And more on him later in other shows or whatever. So we ended up just being like one of the 2 only kids in the trip, because we got really small for a while. Then we started getting more new faces in, and that's when I got my first crush. And I still didn't realize a damn thing of what was going on. So he had a PlayStation Portable. I always wanted one, but I hadn't get one yet. And he also had spare batteries, so the game console can last a few nights, because we'd always play the video games and before going to bed. He also brought snacks like Doritos and like gummy worms and stuff like that. So it wasn't until the night, and I remember exactly where this was. Camp Sewell up in Clearwater. I can't remember the campsite number, or I can just like, if you pull up a map, I can pinpoint exactly to the square foot. I was leaning up against him, and head resting on his shoulder. He was playing Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City, and he's like, snack. So I gave him a gummy worm. I was feeding him snacks and stuff. And we both did the same thing. My head leaning on his shoulder, and that's when I was like, holy shit, I'm gay. I didn't say that out loud. I said the holy shit part out loud. He was like, what? He's like, I just realized something. And I also immediately, I was like, I'm scared. Because in the Boy Scouts, especially around that time, people were really scared about people coming out, or not really coming out, just gay things in general. Like, we used to have the saying, PDQ balls. It was a safe swim little thing. I meant like physical fitness, discipline, qualified supervision, whatever, it was ability groups, lifeguard, lookout, safe swim area. So yeah, I still remember that like 20-something years later. No, I mean like about 18 years later. This is the last time a long freaking time. Literally like half my life ago. But we couldn't say it because it said balls. And it's like, oh my god, you just said balls, now my kid is gay. No, that's not how it works, Karen. That doesn't make people gay. So yeah, I didn't want anything to really come out from this. I did because I had a crush on him. I loved him and I wanted to be close to him. I lusted his warmth and I just wanted to kiss him and everything. It's like I did not realize until then, just half paying attention to the video game, and something reminded me of a show, some teen drama up in New York City, and there was this girl that, it was I remember the movie. It was no, it's not a show. It was a movie. It's and this guy, what was it called? I'm gonna remember it tonight or something. Cruel Intentions. There we go. Yeah, that's what made me think of it, and I was like, holy crap! All these feelings that these other people are having towards like guys to girls and girls to guys, I'm having to him, and I don't have it for girls. I mean, everything I'm acting like that I have interest in this girl and the youth group at church, that's just all a show to make other people happy and trying to conform to what other people think I should be. Trust me, that's also, I did not even realize how bad of a situation that was in the first place, but yeah, that was when I realized I am gay. And then the next day it gets even worse because I'm already scared because I realized that he probably has some similar feelings or something, or is also, or just ignorant, because we literally were practically cuddling and feeding each other snacks and stuff while playing video games together in a tent, alone in the woods, off to the side, away from everybody else. I'm like, yeah. But I knew what consent was and all that. I didn't really know that the word was, but I knew not to take advantage of people. I knew that even back when I was kissed that girl in first grade. I knew that I didn't want to do it unless she told me to and wanted it. And I understood. I don't do things like that without permission. And I even got in trouble for it. And, well, I didn't push anything on him. I didn't try steering anything on him. I didn't push anything. Kind of wonder how things would have went if I did, but I enjoyed those months of closeness. And well, that next day, my friend Sam, I'm pretty sure he figured out I'm gay well before I did. So this question was quite loaded when he said, "So why are you and him spending so much time together? Is there something going on?" And a couple other friends were there, and my friendship with them has kind of started drifting away because my focus was on my crush and not just being with my friends. And so I think they were a little bit jealous, but I think in spite, like, he was trying to get me to come out or admit something. So in that little bit of panic of being in Boy Scouts and all of a sudden there's this gay stuff that's bad, I said he has good snacks. And instantly, like a second later or half a second later, I just had the remorse of it because it's like, great, it now just sounds like I'm using him for snacks. And I guess I went and talked to him. I don't know what they said. If they just said I'm just friends with him because he always brings a bag of Doritos. And really, that's pretty low. I like food, but that's pushing it. So he pretty much distanced himself from me. We still were friends on MySpace and then eventually Facebook, but we didn't talk for like a couple of weeks almost. And I don't know, maybe he told him I'm gay and he outed me. But our friendship never recovered. We never even got close to that same level. I mean, it was like since our first trip together, there was like this close bond we had right out of the gate. And yeah, I mean, I miss it. I miss him. It sucked. And I stayed in close contact with his family and all, and I always asked how he was because I truly liked him. But later on, I went and got a girlfriend just like everyone else, and that was that. Now, Boy Scouts, now back in middle school, in my Bible class, we're talking about hell. And me now knowing that I'm gay and starting to already regret it and not want to accept it, this wasn't going very well. Because now, according to this class, I'm learning about hell and all. I am going to be on fire for eternity, frozen in a river of shit. Yes, fecal matter in the core of the earth. One, it's not making a lot of sense physically because, I mean, yeah, ice and fire, they don't really go together. Do you think I would just literally melt the shit pile around me because I'm on fire? Or is it like this burning feeling like I'm on fire? I don't know. But that kind of messed me up. What are you doing, truck? Pick a lane. Use the blinker. You already cut me off. No, now you're going to speed up now that I'm passing you. So, you know, I'm not paying attention. So yeah, that was a big and really kick-started one of my biggest depressions that lasted for what feels like all my life. And I started just trying to deny everything, deny my feelings, pushed away friends, stayed away from people, like distanced my friendship and everything with others. It wasn't pretty. My friend George, who lived down the street, he was my next big crush. He was like the only person in the neighborhood, lived in a nice big house. Dad was a doctor and all, and it's not because of the wealth of the family that I like. I truly liked him for him. And I finally one day, after months and months and months and months of mental preparation, I finally came out to him. And I came out in the form of a text message. I forgot I told him I'm buying a new phone. So I got a new phone number, and I kept saying, hey, I know who you are, and I have a secret to tell you. Yada, yada. And he just played along because he figured it out, but he just played along because we're just having fun. And then I said, I have a secret to tell you. I love you. And he's like, what? And I said, I fucking love you. And there was no response for like the next month. And then I sent him a text. I was like, hey, just wondering response. Anything? Okay, fuck off. I love you too. I mean, I'm dreaming at this point, right? And his response to that was, fuck you. Stay away from me, fucking faggot. I'm sorry. I said the word I don't like to say. It wasn't like another 2 months till we started talking again, and it kind of just picked up where we left off. We were good friends. We always sat at their house was huge, and I always sat like right up next to him, like laying on the bed, literally like hip to hip, playing video games. And his dad came in and was like, "Hey, would you look, Brenda, come in here. Look at the boys; they're so cute. Bring your camera or whatever." And we're both now really embarrassed. And George was already a little sick or something from a cold. He's like, "John, don't go kissing Georgie now. He's a little sick. Don't need you getting sick too." Great. Now the process of me just leaning over and kissing him is now on my mind. And that's what really set things off in motion for me coming out, because it was just torture. I couldn't keep denying myself. I couldn't keep hating myself. I couldn't keep forcing myself to not doing it, like think it or be someone else. It's like I am who I am. And I'm now in my late teens, and I'm now just starting to accept myself as gay. So it's been half a decade of me basically figured it out, and now it's just been me of denying it and being depressed and antisocial and stuff like that. So this is getting kind of long, coming up on 15 minutes, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And so I guess the next video is going to be some coming out stories, since we're kind of leaving off on that. And that's going to be like a big process for me to actually start opening up. So see y'all next time. Get back.